Housing Assembly, we are here in our numbers, comrades, and our main demand is only one: decent housing for all. And in that demand, there's many things. A house is not decent if it doesn't have electricity. A house is not decent if it doesn't have running water. A house is not decent when it is not built close to public schools, close to workplaces. It is not decent. But in our support and in struggle with the community of Reiterwag, and on behalf of our chairperson, who has been organizing all of this and is not here today, and on behalf of the Housing Assembly, I don't want to dilly-dally and run around the corner, comrades. I want to say, firstly, when it comes to social housing, when it comes to public municipal rental housing, as Housing Assembly, we are saying that these dwellings cannot be temporary. Yes. People are staying in these places for more than 40 years, and then their children get evicted. People stay in these houses for more than 50 years and then get evicted when they are already in their old age. What is that? Is the government not thinking about us? In informal settlements and temporary relocation areas, they are busy criminalizing our struggles of occupations now. Yes. They are calling us occupiers, they are calling us land grabbers, they don't call us the homeless who seek housing. Yes. But on the other hand, the government is creating its own informal settlements. When you look at temporary relocation areas and you look at informal settlements, there is no difference, comrades. The only difference is that one is being criminalized and one is the one of the government. And they are not building houses, comrades. The houses that they are building, the projects take over 25 years to complete. And even then, they will build these houses in your backyard and you will not get one of those houses. And they call it integration, comrades. And we, in principle, agree with integration. But we also agree that we need to be integrated closer to the CBD. We don't want to be integrated away from the CBD where we need to fight with each other. We also want to be integrated into economic opportunities and stuff like that and places. Thirdly, on land expropriation, comrades, I don't know. Land expropriation in Housing Assembly cannot go without, the land expropriation can never be blind to the housing crisis because it's the conditions, the lack of access to land is a direct cause why we have overcrowded conditions, why we have insecure housing, why we have unfit and appalling living conditions. It's because we don't have access to housing. So as Housing Assembly, we are saying land is a historical crisis. It's a historical struggle. Housing is historical, and these things cannot be separated. We need to fight a united struggle. Decent housing for all, but let them tax the rich for decent housing for all, and also let them expropriate the land that was taken illegally as well. Back in apartheid, it was also taken illegally because most people didn't have the right to vote. Comrades, one last more thing. We must never divide ourselves based on our housing types. Some of us here come from RDP houses, some of us here come from informal settlements, some of us here come from TRAs. One family, a family of 25 can be living in an RDP house. The children will become backyarders of that same house. That same children will end up occupying land and becoming informal settlement dwellers. There is no way that we can divide ourselves based on housing types. Let's fight one struggle. Mandla! Mandla! Kancane sizophumelela ayisekusele kancane sekusele kancane kancane sizophumelela